Yeah.
Alrighty, welcome everyone to STG Weekly episode 127. We're going to be talking about Radio Zonde. This is a fan game from 2002, and it's from the Inudon Empire PC fan game, and we're going to be looking at some different one credit clear playthroughs as well as some other modes. And of course, we'll be joined by some guests who know what the hell they're talking about with this game. And I'll introduce those guests now. So first of all, we got Extruder here. Welcome, Extruder, to STG Weekly.
Hello, Debutant here.
Yeah, and we're also joined by Yace.
Bonjour tout le monde. Hello everybody.
The infamous Yace of certain fame from, what was it, Power Strike 2, the killing and whatnot. But yes.
The anti-hero, the established anti-hero
yes,
of STG Weekly.
He's the anti-hero of STG Weekly. He's back somehow.
Thank you.
Yeah. I'll never die in my heart, I'm sure. And then, of course, last but not least, we're joined by Nasty Wolverine to help us talk about Radio Zonde. This is the game that came before Hellsinker, and this is the same people who made person/people. It's an empire. It's people, okay. Same people who brought us Hellsinker. So we actually did also an episode of that. So yeah, welcome Nasty Wolverine to the show.
Hey, hello all, everybody.
All right, so why don't you guys just tell me a little bit about Radio Zonde and a little bit about the background of this game, and maybe in relation to Hellsinker as well, if you want to move into that as well, and then we'll just take it from there.
All right, I'll start on it. So Radio Zonde is a absolutely free game, and you can get it. So it's also a really, really obscure shmup that's been quite overshadowed by Hellsinker in certain waves, but still, I think it's a really important one because Hellsinker does take a lot of it, and Radio Zonde does have, just a lot of stuff. Sol Stella Luna counters, complex weapon systems, lots of characters, just exciting Danmaku boss battles, 2x 2 pixel hitbox even. Just it's as a PC game, it's actually rather early in that it features that sort of hitbox. And I'm actually quite impressed with just how it worked on 2002. And yeah, I would suggest you to play this game on compatibility mode.
You mean Windows 2000 compatibility or whatever, or what's the deal with that?
No, not 2000, preferably 98.
98,
yeah,
okay.
Just, at least Windows 7 because it doesn't have any issues on there. So, yeah, the game.
Cool.
Let's explain about the menu, because the game really scares a lot of people away with its menu, because people perceive it as unfinished.
Are you referring to the menu you see when you start up the game, or are you talking about the HUD?
No, not the HUD. The HUD is cryptic, but it's very easy to understand compared to the menu. Just the menu that is rather simple. It has all the game modes, the options called switch, and the characters. To the top of it, there's only 2 of them, but if you press right to them, then you're able to select 4 more characters. And just the reason many people just quit this game initially because, they early picked just Mahilo or Yuxolo, which are human characters, and they're quite reliant on their melee weapons, while the machines, like Khyh or, Khyh, it has some funny pronunciations. Just some of them can be better for newbies. And in fact, just today's guest Yace will demonstrate us a run with Khyh, which I consider to be the strongest ship in the game overall, and really straightforward to use. Just it has your basic narrow shot, like the spread shot that turns you really slow. Just the slightly wider shot, just various movement speeds that are really easy to control, just end the charge shot and bomb. And like, it's the simplest of the ships, trust me.
Yeah, for sure. And just want to say that some characters are set to mortal, and mortal characters can actually die if you get hit. And otherwise, you can choose immortal characters, and if you do so, you can't die. You won't ever die in the game. So it's if you want to see what the game really like, and just want to have fun, you can play as on an immortal setting, and it could be a great way for training. And I think it's much more pleasant to play on mortal setting, because if you can't die in a shmup, it's not really a shmup.
Yeah, exactly. You don't get shmup. So just, it's a really good feature. Just for a shmup in 2002, Radio Zonde already has a lot of features that are well known to the modern Steam shmups and the like the practice modes. Like, you can start any stage, and even in 1cc mode, which is called touring, and we are following 2 touring runs today. Just, you can press escape for 5 seconds and it will instantly skip you to the next stage. It's really convenient. And for practice, I highly recommend just using the immortal mode and the practice modes, and just try out stages, just the beautiful replay system, just everything you might have not expected in the game this old, but it's there. It really is before its time. That's why I like this game so much. So I think we are kind of covered just the main basis of it.
And just to say, first screen of the game you can choose for many things. Touring is the normal mode. So I think if you want, just say you beat the game, you have to beat that mode. Break-in and overhaul are some special stages, and then you can choose stage 1, 2, 3, 4, and you can play every stage on its own just for training. And when you beat the game, if you select credits, the game will give you a last prize. Maybe we'll talk about it later.
Okay, before we start off, one thing I want to make clear is the menu is very confusing, as everyone was trying to explain. You switch characters by going right and left, because when I started the game up first, I could never figure it out, and it took me, I think, about a day or 2 to figure out that you can change the characters.
Gotcha.
All right.
I think it starts off with 4 characters in the beginning, if I'm not wrong.
4. Actually not. Like, you unlock all 6 ones just instantly. It's just 2 of them are in the menu. They are visible. They are human characters, and we will cover humans in the last run of this episode. And just the majority of these runs will be focused on a machine character. Machines have a bomb that fires homing bullets on screen, while the humans one, we'll discuss it later, it shields your character in a certain just sphere. So the characters do have very distinct play styles, and it's rather exciting to play around with them. Some of them are really hard and just have no analogs in shmups whatsoever, like Gofen.
So, like, in summary, it's like, just like Hellsinker, there's a lot of different variants in how you can play the game, and that's kind of what I'm getting the feel for right here when you guys are talking about this. And I suppose as we go on, we'll hopefully get a feel for what you can expect in this game, right?
Yeah, okay. So
Okay.
we can start on the first run now.
Okay, sure. So we are going to look at the touring mode. As you guys were mentioning, this is the main mode. And this is going to be the replay from Yace.
Yeah. Hope you enjoy.
Whoosh. That's the sound of transition right there. All right, let me get this ready here. Oh yeah, that's full screen, baby. All right, okay. I'll do a countdown on go, and we'll get this thing going. 3, 2, 1, go.
Welcome to Radio Zonde.
So I'm just playing as Khyh, and Khyh basic setting is savior. First of all, I really don't know what this means, savior. Maybe I'm a good guy and not that.
Oh, you're a savior now, I see.
No, I'm no boom center anymore.
Yeah, just the thing written under Khyh, it's just one of the options you pick in the switch screen, savior or destroyer. And
Okay.
savior is a bit more defensive, while destroyer is a bit more offensive, and it helps you to do slightly more damage. It's pretty important because, well, it's better to be a savior for a newbie because each time you get hit, like your flawless bar or the energy one, it will drop almost to 0, but you will not die. So it will allow you to take pretty much an extra hit. While with destroyer, you can die really fast. But destroyer will allow you to do more damage, which allows you to speed kill enemies, much like Dengan Feveron and such. And we already have the boss.
And now you see how tiny the hitbox is, so it won't really. Dodging is not that hard in the game since you know how tiny the hitbox is. And on the HUD you have your life bar, and just slightly under you have your bomb bar, because even smart bombs has bars in the game. And
I see those bombs are the red things on the left, or where are they?
Those red things with
they're
the
lives.
cross are lives.
Oh, okay.
And just to lose one life, but not that really. It's not serious, since you get extends in the game. First, you have to earn 25 million points, and you get an extend. And after every 28 million points, you get another extra life. So, and just to say, when you granted extend, your bomb bar is automatically refilled. So just before getting your extend, feel free to launch a smart bomb. You'll get it back immediately after. So it can be a safety technique if you feel you're trapped and just want to launch bombs. And I think I really love smart bombs, so I will use them really often in the run. This is the level 2, and this level is a special level, and you can earn a lot of points in here. And I started with level 1. It seems to be odd to say I start with level 1, but you can start touring mode with breaking or overall levels, which are quite easier.
The training modes.
Yeah, but I really loved that level 1, and so
it's quite hard too. So yeah, it's the path stage. So it's not exactly the stage 2. It's a path stage. So at which you can select either like 2, 3, or 4. There are 2 path stages in the game. And so Yace goes to the route 4 and then 5.
yeah, I really liked that level 4 because it starts with a boss. And I think it's really funny to have boss right from the start. So, and you see, when you play on savior setting, your life bar don't you are not instantly killed if you get hit, but you see those yellow projectiles here. Even on savior setting, they will kill you instantly. So I think I'm always playing on savior because as you said, it's really safer than destroyer mode. But as you can see, if you get hit by one of those yellow fireballs, instant death.
Where are your lives represent? Oh wait,
Yeah, the hearts.
Oh, those are the hearts.
crosses
Okay.
on them.
Okay.
Yes.
And then the health is the yellow flawless bar. Is that what you said?
Yes.
Okay.
It's
All right.
health or energy.
Gotcha.
Energy is for multiple things. Like you can use it for special attacks, but it's really risky because it's your shield at the same time. So thing is just this game's philosophy is that you cannot just stay put. Like your hitbox will allow you so, but not for long. It's just you have to be aggressive and kill enemies as they approach, or otherwise you will be really easily overwhelmed. And so just destroyer mode helps with that. And so well, you might think that destroyer is not such a good trade-off because, well, savior gives you an extra hit, but hey, if destroyer gives you that bit of much extra damage, it can save you life too.
Because gotcha.
It reduces the total number of bullets. Just these yellow triangles floating around. And Yace. Just I will cover the score mechanics in the last run. There are lots of counters, but they are really not important for a survival run. Just the only things you might wanna just keep a bar on is to just extend flawless and ready, which is the bomb bar. That's it. And the lives.
You see. There's a count for funeral, and count for funeral is some kind of chaining system, just as in Mushi Sama. If you kill enemies without losing too much time between each kill, your count for funeral is good. And if the count for funeral is high, if your funeral bar, let's call it that way, if your funeral bar is high, you earn much more points that way. So it's
also raised by anything.
You're talking about the signal bar right now? The signal?
Yes, just this under inherited and blood counters. Just this is your combo bar, and it's pretty significant if you want to score.
I see it. There it is.
Just by both killing enemies and grazing, which is called Bazin in this game.
Yeah.
Bazin like Saveria.
Gotcha.
And, you see, you have to master all your three attacks. You have this character. You have a straightforward shot. You have a wide shot, and if you hold the two buttons to fire your wide and your straight shot at the same time, you have another shot which is pretty useful against enemies. So. I think it's really something great to play as, because if you know which shot to use at the right time, it's really, really helpful, and it allows you to survive much longer. So
exactly.
So is this primarily a survival run then?
Yeah.
This one, yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good to clarify.
My PB was around 400 millions, and I know on the Shmups leaderboard, there's a player named Shitface. I really like that name. I think more than 5,000 millions. So.
Dude, shit-faced with this game.
This is perfect description. Radio shit-faced. All right, so just this is the second path stage, and
quite easy. It's quite easy. This level is not really hard. Just little dodging and nothing special, to be honest. So, except that 4, which is quite hard if you don't have a bomb. But if you use a bomb, it won't be hard at all. So, and now I chose my another level 5, which is my absolute favorite in the game. I love the music, and you'll see this is a really, really tough level, but really fun to play. Just because of that tiny hitbox, it makes this level really, really, really fun to play. And
Gunbird. Gunbird projectiles.
One thing I want to add is Khyh is one of the most normal attack players that you can choose as an analog to traditional shmups. I think the button layout was it has 2 buttons, one spread, one focus, and you press them together, it does another attack. That's why you're seeing
Yes.
3 different shots on here, and there's a bomb button as well, right?
Yeah, just the narrow shot is the fast one. The wide shot is the second button, is the very slow one, and the slightly wider shot, which is just the combined fire, is medium speed. So Khyh does have indeed just good balance of speeds just for all quantities of life. Yeah. And yeah, just think about buzzing. Just grazing in this game is very important because, it both keeps your combo counter as well as you killing enemies, and it allows you to restore your energy and bomb.
My favorite sequence in the whole game, just above at the bottom of the you get past it without moving, and it's really impressive to watch. But fun fact is that is I think the most impressive part of the run, but also one of the easiest. So Radio Zonde is really impressive to watch, but it's not that hard. Except that boss. That boss can be a pain in the ass, but you see, if you just aim at the right weak points, because the boss has 3 weak points, if you just aim at the main weak points, you'll kill it way faster. And here I just spare a bomb to kill that phase, because it starts to get really tricky here. But if you have a bomb left, and if you know which part of the boss you have to speed kill, the boss is not that hard actually.
Whoa, sweet boss death.
Yeah, just these homing laser, just these envy, just Batrider envy kind of lasers, just they're really cool. Just honestly, the game does have really fancy looking sprites. Just don't look at this, that this game is dated. Just several stuff like certain ships attack, just they are really well animated.
And now
again,
level
it's free.
7. And
may I ask?
Yep.
Just do you use the charge shot in this run? Because Khyh does have one, but just it has a weakness, just glaring one, that you stop while you are firing it for several seconds, so it's really a risk. Do you use it?
No, I just I will just use those 3 main shots, but I don't remember, but I don't think I'm gonna use the shout shot, because to be honest, I'm not even sure that I knew that this shot was in the game when I played it. Like I played this game years ago, so no, I just used the main shot, and I'm probably and now I can say it, I really didn't know there was a shout shot with Khyh when doing those runs. So I'm happy you teach me a lot of things about this game, actually.
Yes, that's quite nice. Although you did cover the game on just one CC show and just the others. So yeah, just about guys, you don't even have to use the full capabilities of this ship. You don't even have to use the charge shot to beat the game. That's how strong it is. It's just don't let the complexity of this game scare you.
Yeah. And you see, this level seems to be hard, but as you can see, I'm not moving that much. Just if you know where you have to place your ship in order to dodge, and this level is really easy, actually. So the boss will be much harder, but that level is no problem. So.
The main difference between this and Hellsinker is Hellsinker patterns can be macro dodged completely in certain places, but in Radio Zonde the patterns are much more denser. So you have to micro dodge them, and sometimes it's much harder than Hellsinker, some of the patterns.
Actually, I don't know if I Hellsinker as well as you do, but I really don't think Radio Zonde is that hard. If you play as Khyh, is easily one of the easiest characters to play as, and but here this boss is here tight dodging is required, because even on severe mode, you see those purple projectiles, they will kill you instantly. So Yes, this is one of the most type dodging in the game, but
Tight. Craigasm. Alright, well, this is definitely getting slick. And yeah, it's a pleasure to know that we're gonna witness it one more time because, yeah, Stage 7 is mandatory. And yeah, just this game has something for just everyone, just like both for newbies, although they have to have just a little patience, and just the experts, just they'll find the challenge that just of course their taste. The ships are so different that you can really pick just stuff for your own. So yeah, Waldron, how did just the developers really just bring the idea of making such a cryptic game into action?
For Radio Zonde, there is not really much history about it, but for uh, I think this was created as a predecessor for Hellsinker. Hellsinker initially was supposed to be a visual novel, by the way. Then they thought, okay, fine, let's start shooting into that. Then Hellsinker happened. But the history behind this is much more. I don't really know because there's not really much info out there of like why did Tonorion create this and the way it is really.
And here we go, final boss. Yeah, the game is not really that long.
No one knows why there are birds coming at the character right now.
Because it's a girl, and like the girl is supposed to be really cute. By the way, her name is Aoxola. Like the human characters are Mahilo and Yoxola, and they are in some way related, but the plot is so cryptic. Just like I recommend you to just read stuff on that, because the game will not tell you. It will not even try.
It may look scary, but if you look closer, I really don't move that much in the game.
Yeah.
So, and when the boss launches its bird attack, you can kill all the birds using bomb. And if you kill these birds, even with a smart bomb, your smart bomb bar will refill really quick. So. It can be recommended to use bomb against the first phase in the boss, and I think for now it's really not that hard. Just aim at the weak point, just aim at the boss, and this attack is really impressive. But just look how little I'm moving in the bottom of the screen. It's
classic tap dodging.
Yeah. And just based on ancient Japanese history, attack its weak point from massive damage.
This game was set to be really difficult. If you want to get really hard game, just play Saita Yojo or Dragon Blaze, but
See just how many lives.
And now this is I think this is the toughest part in the game, and I used to call it hell. And it is why now it's not really that hard. Just have those yellow fireballs in the screen, but from now on things are gonna get real tricky. Here, you'll just have to dodge use huge lasers and avoid to get hit by those shapes on the screen. And now this is a tricky part.
The slowdown is so strange. I gotta notice.
Yeah, it's
just to interrupt for a moment. It's kind of strange.
Yeah, but it does help Yace a lot. Like the patterns are incredible. They're like TLB level patterns. Like seriously at this point.
Heavy slowdown is really helpful here, and just have to say, you soon notice that I had some transcoding issues for this one, so I have to apologize. And I just want to say thank you to an outstanding French player who is Boss, my dear friend Boss, who helped me transcoding this one. So without him, I couldn't be here to talk with you people, so thank Boss.
Thank you, Boss.
Thank you, Boss.
Thank you for sharing this obscure gem that is Radio Zonde.
Hope we'll see Boss in an STG weekly episode soon. I think the guy deserves it.
And here goes the shit.
Definitely. Whoa, full screen.
And now
moreover,
it's full screen and it's gonna be played just as asteroids. So I think this is something quite odd. The game is not tate anymore. And if you just wonder
slow
what
down.
asteroids would look like.
and you thought the Khyh verse was original. Although Khyh was thirsty covered.
Once again, I apologize for the slowdown, but this is this is the end of the boss fight, and I really think it's really enjoyable to play because
Yeah.
I'm a big asteroids fan, so killing an obscure end boss in the asteroids way, I think it's something rather odd and really pleasant and really enjoyable. So.
This
And
is
now,
cool.
now the boss will now the final boss will get much angrier at me. So
The
but
background gave up.
as you can see, I have still many lives left. So I think even without caring too much, I think the boss will.
Whoa.
Should be
It turned into
The
Gyrus.
boss and Yace show.
This is Gyrus. Radio Gyrus.
Yeah, kinda. Like I've played it and it's kinda like it, but
Yeah.
not entirely. Like it's pretty unique fight. You have to play the game and just if you're lazy, pick stage 8 and just pick Immortal and you will get to it eventually.
Yeah, the slowdown. It looks like the game. It looks like it's like fucking up, you know.
Yeah.
But this is normal, right? This is normal slowdown.
Buy your newest PCs and just graphic cards for this game.
So wait, it's not normal. Wait, you're confusing me
Yeah.
now.
Like it's so ahead of its time that it's like Crisis.
Yeah.
It's like Crisis of
What
Shmups.
the fuck? You could turn down the settings then. So if you turn on the settings, it'll run better. Like that. You're making a weird analogy here.
Hey, I've bought this huge ass monitor to play Darius. I mean Darius, but hey, can it play Radio Zonde?
It kind of does stutter sometimes, but it's not usually this bad. if I
Okay,
remember
so
it
this is like something on Yace's computer then, right?
It's, I think it's a combination of the computer and the encoding as well.
Holy fuck. Okay,
But
okay.
I use a really small PC, so some of those slowdown are due to my little PC and other games.
Okay.
I can't even verify just how much of this slowdown is due to the coding, just encoding of the replay. But
Very
yeah, and
strange,
finally,
very strange.
yeah, we're done.
Hey, what are
Just
those?
have to
Rose
ask-
bouquets.
Flowers?
Yeah.
Yeah,
bouquets.
it was just to congratulate you for your winning. So
It's cute. Well, you see, you're a magical girl. You have to be just congratulated in a cute way. But wait, you're not a magical girl. You're a machine. Well, oh well.
Well, when you blow up a girl, she obviously turns into bouquets. So
It's
and now the game is over.
Yace.
And if you choose go to next, you'll get to the staff wall and end credits. And but I said at the beginning of the show that the game would give you another surprise, and the surprise is that even the staff wall and end credits is an outstanding dodging exercise. So when you see the staff wall, you will have to maneuver your ship between, and you can't even shoot if I'm correct, but you'll have to dodge so dense bullet patterns. So here I didn't play the staff wall. I don't remember why, but if you're gonna beat the game, just know that even staff wall can please you with tons of projectiles. And I really think that Radio Zonde could please a lot of two players, because I think there's some I especially think about James, who is a great two player and a great shmup player of them all. And
Yeah,
to my
James is
surprise,
there in the chat. Please take notes.
I wonder, James, did you ever play Radio Zonde? If you didn't, I would advise you to give it a try. I'm sure you can enjoy it, and even teach me and teach the world how to really play the game.
Yeah.
Good
Okay,
shit.
I want to question about the developer, Tonori. So
Wait.
for Hellsinker, there is
Let us queue up on the UTN. We can just let it run there. It's just basically a timed survival mode.
Sure, no problem. We can start with the run and then I can
Okay.
explain.
Queue.
If that's what you want, then sure. All right, I'm ready for it.
Then we can talk about it.
All right.
Okay. Go for UTN mode.
All right. 3, 2, 1, go.
All right. Yeah. Continue, please.
Okay, so Tonori is more of an artist and a programmer. Hellsinker was written in D language. That's why it was so hard for, I think, the patch guys, the English patch guys, to hack it to make it the translation patch. So the problems that you see with Radio Zonde is the same problems that are they were there in the first version of Hellsinker. He's not really that great a programmer, but he's much more of an artist. And if you follow his Twitter or Tumblr, he has multiple accounts all over the place. Nowadays, he just does lowly art all the time. So, yeah. His next project was actually, it looked more like an RPG roguelike with lowlies everywhere, but I don't really know what happened to it. So, comparative to the information available about Hellsinker, there is not really much about Radio Zonde in the wild. And the sites the information was actually there on are not actually reachable anymore. So that's all fun.
All right, a small note on UTN mode. So we are starting on the caravan-like modes. They're both like 3 minutes. And so just UTN mode is one in which the boss is invulnerable entirely, but you can get some extra points by shooting it. And your task is basically to hold the line. But the game is bugged, so you can't die. Even in mortal mode, you will just keep at just your 5 hearts. Still, Yace does not die in this run, as you can see from the stage result screen.
But if I'm correct, I've died in UTN mode, but you can't in XPSI mode. And so that's why I'm used to call this UTN mode just some kind of true last boss simulation. But you were right, here the goal is to survive 3 minutes without dying. And I just want to thank another Radio Zonde player who's SFKhyh, and the guy showed the first Radio Zonde video in the UTN mode I saw was one of SFKhyh.
Khyh, yeah, nice.
Well, yeah. And the guy actually died once, and I still found this one was quite impressive. So as I just said, now I have to beat this boss without dying, and it took me about 50 or 60 attempts to beat it, and I actually did it. So that's
Cool.
what we are looking at. And,
This looks fun.
but you see, I think this if you played on Savior mode, it's really easier. But if you play on Destroyer 1, okay, you can speed kill that boss, but you will die more often. So that's it. That was a UTN mode, and if you wonder what it's like to face TLB. I think it's good. It's a good way to feel like you're facing a TLB. This is one of the most enjoyable Radio Zonde mods. So let's give it a try. I'm sure you will enjoy it.
All right.
Cool.
Yep. And the XPSI, the second extra mode, like they're not really like that much extras. They're unlockable like immediately. And
Yep.
so yeah, just this mode, it's about a boss that you actually have to destroy, and it's way different.
Yeah, but it's really a cool fact about you can play every mode just right at the start. You don't have to beat the game first to unlock a mode or another mode. No, if you can play everything just right at the start, and I think this is why Radio Zonde will please anyone who's gonna play it. You can play it just the way you want, and I really think it's something great for a 2G Shmup, and so yep, that's it. I really
Cool.
love the game.
So
This
Xi
is
is.
also
I just wanted to clarify what Xi was again.
It's a boss fight. Just a boss fight basically.
Okay.
If UTN was pretty much a timed survival against an invincible boss, then this one is just straight up destroy the thing before it destroys you.
Okay, I see. Please continue, Wolverine.
Yeah.
You're gonna say something.
yeah, this is prototype of Hellsinker in another way, because a lot of the music in Hellsinker, I think there are about 2 or 3 tracks which are taken directly from Radio Zonde and remixed. Then a lot of the enemies that appear in Radio Zonde, they're also in Hellsinker. 2 of the playable characters in Radio Zonde appear as bosses in Hellsinker as well, in stage 6, if I remember correctly.
Oh, neat. All right, you
Yeah,
guys, let's check it out.
Continuity.
All right, I'll do a countdown here. 3, 2, 1, go.
All right, so yeah.
Conflict with conflict.
This is the highest quality video we got today. By the way,
Super player quality. Only at
Here the
STG.
boss has a life bar, as you can see. The boss has a life bar, and here you can't. I think you can't lose here. Even if you still have all your lives left, even when you get killed. But actually, the main interest in this mode is, as in UTN, just try to beat that foe without losing life and without dying.
Yeah, the stage total screen does still show you all the deaths. Just to know, just
it's called, it's called pains are for each time you get hit, and fallen bodies it's a count for your death. And
exactly.
Between each level, you see the game gives you your stats, and there is one thing called fatal shot, and I really don't know what a fatal shot is. I never scored even one fatal shot.
I presume it's killed enemies. Oh really? Well, maybe it has to be in a certain way. Well, yeah, this game is cryptic. Like, it has some riddles that Western players don't really know.
Yeah.
Like, we're serious here. And just that's why this episode is a thing, just that we're gonna introduce it to you. Just, you might be just the first discoverer of what certain systems of the game do mean. Just, the game's pretty playable as is. All right. Any particular just tactics for the Xi mode? Just what do you use? Like, how do you destroy the boss more efficiently?
Oh, I really don't know, but I've just played this mode 4 or 5 times, because I really think the UTN mode is much more enjoyable. And
Okay.
if the fact you can't actually lose a life makes me not want to play this mode any longer, because and that's a shame. That the bullet patterns are really nice to watch, but since you can't actually lose a life and end your game, I think this mode is quite interesting to play, but it's really not as interesting as the UTN mode was. So, to be honest, I already managed to beat that mode without losing once, I think. But I think it was not that pleasant. So I focused my training on UTN mode, and yeah, that's it. I like UTN mode better, but Xi mode is fun too, so don't hesitate to play it. Don't hesitate to play any mode in Radio Zonde.
The game's free.
All game modes, yeah. And for sure, the game is free, and
it's such
you can play any mode. and you can play it every mode of the game right from the start. So don't have to bother you just I have to unlock this or unlock that. No, you can play it the way you want. That's why I really don't understand why this game seems to be so scary. It's one of the most allowing games and allowing dungeon shmup game I've ever seen. So go and play with your zones. I'm sure you will enjoy it.
All right. And
Cool.
so just I'm gonna take the torch from Yace for the last run because it's on Mahilo, a human character I am expert with. And so let's say she's a bit harder, fairly. And all right, let's have a countdown for that run.
Okay. All right, I'm ready then. Yeah. 3, 2, 1, go.
All right, so yeah, Mahilo is a human character, and although she's the first one to be selected, she's by no means the easiest one to play as. And so, she has Blade. Blade is important because it lets her kill enemies extremely quickly. Think on Feveron, and just spawn killing and just fast moving around. It's a really chaotic style. If you just stay at the bottom of the screen, you will really lose on her potential. Just see, the player, Kazu, really does abuse her powers.
Hey, she's throwing Hadokens. Hadoken!
Yeah, it's the cluster shot. It's done by inputting Blade and the basic attack at once, and it costs the energy, which he regenerates fast because he's killing and buzzing a lot of bullets. So yeah,
I mean that is the Hadoken,
really
right?
aggressive, and even as I noted, he's trying to combo, and this is actually quite a score run. So because this game doesn't have too many, but really, this run does utilize scoring techniques. So yeah, let's talk about the counters here. Yeah, the clock is the multiplier, and it's raised by buzzing, shooting, and power-ups. It decreases with time just by getting hit, and by half if you die. So even if you get hit with a shield, it's pretty bad.
So which bar are you talking about, or which thing are you talking about right now?
Clock. The one to the right of just the current and historic score. Yeah, just the clock.
Oh, clock. Okay, all right. I can barely see the numbers on the feed,
and it's
but
very important if you want to rack up score. You want it to be like at least 1,000%, so it would multiply your score like 6 times.
Shit.
Yes. So either you score or you don't. So yeah, he does really aggressive strats in the first boss, just moving around them. It's really funky to see. And yeah, let's talk about the other weapons of Mahilo. So yeah, just the main utility one is Blade, as you see here, and that was a wonderful bomb. So bombs of human characters, they materialize a small circle in the vicinity that block all bullets, and if they are created in mode 1, they repel bullets, and if created in mode 2, they shoot just empowered bullets of your character. And so, yeah, Mahilo is different in such a way she has a modal type. So, she has modes of operation. So, she has like 2 things. Both of them are operated on the Z key, and just the first one is the long Diojo-like laser thingy, just like the beams, just 3 wiggling beams around. And by pressing X, you alternate her mode, which switches her to this just 4 wide blue laser beams. And
Those
so
are awesome.
switching between modes, it's not as simple as with Khyh, because with Khyh you can just, press the buttons together and just get the really efficient shots. But with Mahilo, you actually have to press X and then press Z again to just put another shot.
That's cool.
He's using the bomb in the second type right now in order to grab a lot of points, just huge amount of points here. It's a just great cash in, and considering his clock is already past 1,000, he's getting a lot. And so the combo bar was already mentioned. The inherited counter is added to the value of every enemy killed, something like the Donpatch. And this run also goes for a different route. He goes for stage 2 actually. which is interesting. So yeah, Mahilo is a harder character to play, but is much more fun and more efficient in scoring well in part of ways. So yeah, her blade in mode 2, it allows her to slow down bullets just a little. So it's a bit less like
Wow.
it has a bit bigger cooldown, but it allows you to make an opening. Like think of Shikigami in Guwange or Shikigami no Shiro, just the same thing. And it allows you to just, by killing enemies, it allows you to turn their bullets into gems and grab them. Yeah, think Pro Gear. This game takes a lot of inspiration, really. And so just the game might look easy, but it's really not, because if you do at least one little thing wrong, you will get overwhelmed. Just saying that as a long-time Mahilo player. It's just, you have to be mobile and use all of the field, just like, in classic shmups like Truxton, which is going to be covered rather soon, actually. And Dio and much others.
So, like, the big advantage of Mahilo is, like, you have more, like, versatility with your firepower to get some more score compared to, say, Khyh.
Yeah, like, Khyh just, it's really powerful and brute, but it doesn't allow as much options. So, while Mahilo has, like, short, medium, and long range just shots and the utility options, too. And, yeah, I've already discussed the bomb there, and so, just, it takes certain trickery. And the cluster shot, which was used majorly on the stage 1, just that Hadouken thingy, it uses part of your energy, so it's really risky to use because, it brings you closer to death. And you cannot use it, when you've been hit, just so. Alright, just the stage 2 is pretty challenging.
The fucking Hadouken's, like, annoying me so much.
Like, he's an anime girl, like, he just, Mahilo and Yxola being
it sounds like the Ryu Hadouken from Street Fighter 2.
Like, like, they have the voice clips. They're so cute. The voice clips, they have the full-fledged voice. That thing, when you, important thing, treasure pattern here, just when you switch to X1 mode and not fire for a certain time, and then you fire, you execute a zapper, which is just these two little bursts that just kind of like a sniper bullet. Just you can see them at the end of the stage.
Boss fight. Really,
alright.
Boss fight. This is really, really hard.
Yeah, exactly. Just think of treasures like Gradius 5. It's just pretty much just as hard. And just this is a path stage. As Yace established, it's a bit of a break here. And Mahilo just used the zapper, aka just these two little just outbursts. So she's a pretty complicated and deep shot. So it's her sniper weapon, and it does just good burst of damage. But you have to stop shooting once in a while. So same as in Power Strike. All right.
The developer does like Hadoukens a lot because he kind of puts them in all of his games. Even in Hellsinker, there are a bunch of them. Bunch of the patterns look like Hadoukens.
It is cool. Upon further, once I could hear it more closely, she's not actually saying Hadouken. She's like, oh.
She's actually saying XA.
Oh, XA. XA.
Just it's her XA attack. XA. Yeah, you can hear to the sound bites, like they're easily visible, just easily ripped off the game. Just the game's free and it doesn't really keep any secrets in just archives or something. And another bomb used here. So this time he will also pick stage 5. Sadly, we don't have either Destroyer or stage 6 runs, which is a shame, but honestly, just it's an easier stage in a sense. So. And Yace likes it a lot. Alright, so let me explain about just the other things in the HUD by now. Stage timer. It kinda has an effect on bosses, but it's also pretty cryptic. And extends, extends are given at 25 million first one, and the rest every 28 million. Small green gems follow your ship, and if you can avoid them, just it's a pretty rare mechanic, like only used in a few dungeons. Like you see Mahilo move around at the beginning of the stage. That's why I'm talking about this right now. So yeah, she's using the blade and she kills the enemies, and the bullets turn into gems, just like the Shikigami. And she runs away from them. It's pretty counterintuitive, but yeah, she wants these just gems fly around, and that's why Mahilo is so good for scoring. Exactly. She uses the blade to get gems, cancel bullets, get safe, and she runs around the field, and gems transform into better ones, and she cashes in on them while maintaining just huge just clock ratio, which is actually, well, not that big. Well, only like 500%. And
you run away from the gems that are coming at you, but they're also building up into bigger gems while you're doing that. Okay, that's pretty cool. That's what you said.
So the scoring system is quite complicated. Like Sol, Luna, Stella, they're like different like metrics. Like in Hellsinker, they are used like as main kind score counters. Correct me if I'm wrong.
No, Sol, Luna, and Stella and Hellsinker. Sol is your bomb counter, Luna is your rapid fire rate, and Stella is your overall rank in Hellsinker. But in this one, I know they are as scoring items.
Yeah, just these are pretty much the scoring metrics in this game, so they're actually quite different. And it's basically like, I can presume that they just, well, add up to your total score, but still, these counters aren't well figured out in the community well. And so, yeah, Mahilo has a bit of just rest, just sniping the enemies with her XAs. And yeah, destroying the parts. This game also has like, yeah, a Katsui feature of just destroying parts of the bosses, although yeah, the Yojo was probably already out, and so yeah, just she makes sure to destroy the last part of the cluster shot, which spawns a lot of gems. And yeah, and she's just dances around, and yeah, it's actually quite easy to just keep in touch. So after you just generally, this rule holds just for most of the game. From my experience, just if you destroy the parts, boss becomes easier. Boss does not become more pissed off or anything. Apart from that. Yeah, it's an extremely bad translation, dear chat.
It all makes sense now.
No,
yeah, it's a bootleg.
No, I think you understood. I think you understand why I did not. I just shoot at the main weak point during my run, because when I see how the whole boss fight goes on, I think it's insane. It's insane.
Right.
I don't want to face all this.
And the last scoring mechanic that I've been ignoring the whole time, because I think it's the most counterintuitive one, is the signal stability. And it's the bar under your, well, health counter and bomb. And it does not bear a meaning in survival at all. Well, only for scoring. And just, yeah, I don't know why just the devs put just this alongside the survival counters, but oh well. So yeah, the signal stability, just Radio Zonde, just, it's basically a balloon in the air, and your main character is supposed to be transmitting a radio broadcast. Just from what I know from
that's the concept. So, okay, interesting.
So just you're kind of like a radio DJ, well, sort of, but there's also war going on, and so yeah, just Mahilo is just entertaining the crowd, just shouting next day, being the anime girl on the areas, and yeah, signal stability. You can see it reducing. You want it to be green, just at most of the time, because it depends. Just really, it gives a score multiplier to every enemy. It contributes to the inherited counter. So it raises your total chain value. And so it reduces by moving. Like, seriously, it's really rare for a shmup to punish you for moving and shooting at the same time. But yeah, as you see here, Mahilo shoots and just moves around, and the gauge is really low. Just, you're supposed, just the optimal play, like in Hyper Duel, it actually rewards you for staying in one place and hitting enemies. Like, it's pretty weird, but well, That's the secret to the optimal play. Just find the good places to keep your signal up and just broadcast from there. So yeah, that's the basics of the score system. Pretty sure, well, it can be even more cryptic than that, but it's your basis, just how you basically want to get a good score at this game. And yeah, and of course, just don't die, because dying really decreases your clock, and if your clock drops past 500%, it drops to just only 1x multiplier, which means your score is pretty much tanked. So as long as your clock is past 500, multiplier is huge and you get score. If lower, you don't score. Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's making some sense, I think.
Yeah, if any particular questions in the chat, yeah, I can answer that. Alright, well, Ren can add in here.
Yeah, the developer really likes putting words together which make no sense in English and using those for counters, for any kind of scoring counter or a bomb counter or everything. So that's why you have weird names like Signal Stability and Stella and Luna and Soul for everything.
Well, Signal Stability does fit in the plot because it's radio sound and yeah, you're broadcasting.
Oh man, that bloody death, I just noticed that. It's pretty brutal.
Yeah, just, it's gory.
It's like Guange.
Yeah, poor girl. Especially in Immortal, just when you just witness her dying again and again and again, just yeah, it just ties into just all that anti-hero just image Yace is about. By the way,
Oh boy.
machine characters also bleed. Just yeah, the crystal one.
Okay.
All right, this huge spider boss. Just the early game in this is pretty hard, I want to say, just compared to most. So it might put quite some people off. But yeah, really, if you want a lot of extents, just try and keep your clock as high as possible. And yeah, just try to speed kill enemies. Don't let them overwhelm you. Just keep some space. You have to control the space to just, well, allow yourself to stay here. And yeah, use bombs on the Khyh spots. Well, generally, common knowledge does apply there. And yeah, the final stage. Actual duel of the magical girls. But yes,
I'm
seriously,
sure
I just,
it
yeah.
seems very, and the game seems really, really harder if not played. Oh yeah, now I see it.
Yeah, but still, just, yeah, ships like Khyh and Nip, which is just, yeah, the third from the left, while Khyh is the last one, just the sixth one. Just, they are the easiest ones to get hang with. And Mahilo and the Oxola, they are kind of like mid-tier, I would say. And Gotham is just completely disastrous because it has just 2 crosshairs and each of them is operated by your shot button. Just, it's really crazy shot type, but it destroys bosses in seconds if you manage to line up all of the crosshairs on the enemy. So it's a pretty deep shot type, and I would be massively impressed if somebody would do a proper score run with Gotham. So yeah, the game, just main reasons why I like it so much, just it allows for so many different play styles. It has an incredible amount of depth. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Did you say
When it comes to survival
Gotham?
scoring,
Gotham?
I can't really pronounce like
Oh.
Gopih.
Oh, okay. So
like,
it's just like
yeah,
we're not getting like
again,
a
the developer.
we're not getting like Batman as a
developer-
character, right? Okay. Just,
The developer. Yeah, it's like yeah, Gradius 2, Revenge of Gotham.
what the fuck? Oh, Gopher. You're talking about Gopher.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, just I mean, seriously, think about it for a second. Like, like, there's no way I think that this name could be good.
There's some interesting names.
Yeah.
I don't even
okay.
try to pronounce them. I use them as the abbreviations. Just like spell out the letters, that's it.
Well, at least the human names are manageable.
Yeah.
They're quite cute. So, yeah, the last boss. This replay has less slowdown, thankfully. And yeah, I hope that
I see.
Kazu does return to this game because he's, well, currently he's the best player available. Yeah, just SFK who just does manage really good stats, but on individual stages. And here we go, asteroids again, or gyros, just everything put together. Just I really like that because it also reminds me of these anime moments, just when the protagonists just jump into the air and just duke it out. And that's what inspired the Khyh to do its just hot break animation and use just the whole widescreen for the fight. Although I still want to say that Radio Zonde is really impressive in that, as you see, Mahilo always tries to aim at the boss because there's nobody else in the vicinity to aim at, really. And so it looks really cool when you both are like dancing around, really aesthetic.
Is there supposed to be like an image behind the fence there? Is that like supposed to be a robot or something, or what is that?
No, I showed it to you. It's a background. It's like a typhoon-ish sky.
Oh, okay, yeah. Kind of, I was like kind of seeing. I was seeing like a robot in there. Guess not.
Yeah, it's just like, well, compared to Hellsinker, this game doesn't really try to explain on its plot. Like,
right.
Yeah, just most of it I've discovered from non-game sources, and let's say it really encourages your imagination.
Yeah.
The one thing I know is that Yoxola and Aoxola are related. So just it's a fun little exercise for your mind and for your reflexes, and that's why I would recommend the game for every Shmup enthusiast to play at least once, because it's free and, well, it's such a colorful package. And the background gives up once again.
Yeah, I'm interested.
And so just I always wanted to be on STG Weekly, and it's nice to see Yace present such a good demonstration of how just Khyh manages to, well, cut the entry barrier into this, considering most of people who play this game just when it was mentioned on sites, they didn't even find that Khyh was existing. So this episode has fulfilled its task. That's just breaking the ice, showing you all the apps, just all the game modes and practice opportunities. And this game has really huge practice opportunities, so it's almost as convenient as save states. So really, give it a try.
Definitely nice for a free game. Yeah, definitely would be a good thing to recommend to a newbie, even, I would say.
No.
Sure. Well, not to.
Why? Come on,
Gary. Well, like you have to get a score, like to get to good extent. But just nice dancing around.
Well, fuck it.
Maybe as a second game or a third game, maybe, but not as the first game.
I mean,
true.
Blue Earth Resurrection is pretty tough, and I recommend that.
Eden Stages is good for entry, And Super Last, and just generally any compile game that Yace covered, just look at any other episode of Yace, and just Power Strike 2, they are also really good for newbie entry. And we're wrapping up this episode right now. So, finally Mahilo gets that
Merry Christmas pattern at the end. Merry Christmas, everyone.
And just as we just stay at the results screen, just little notes. So fallen bodies are your deaths, and this run is actually a no miss on stage 8, which is really impressive considering this is the last boss. Pains are the times when you are hit with shield on. E shots, just general amounts of shots. E destroy just the enemies. Strike shots, fire, scratch. Just scratch them with your knife or something. Hold neutral.
Graze? Well, is scratch graze, or what is that?
I think it's graze. It's not buzz. Well, the developer really has its fun time. Like, he enjoys just intentional obscurity for the sake of atmosphere. It's like you're delving into an alien world, and you're trying to do your best against impossible odds. That's what about just a good shmup like this. And I definitely recommend it to every Hellsinker fan. Absolutely.
Yeah, sweet.
Shmup fan.
It's free and you
also.
can get it on Vector and just download websites. And yeah, try out all the ships. There's a useful guide on Shmup's farm that just documents it. I'm gonna post the link into this. Yeah, this is the strategy guide. Just it's not as deep as the Goreka one, but still, it at least it gets you familiar with the shots. And so, yeah. Well, thanks for inviting me to the show, Aquas. Thanks for bringing it, Yace. Yeah, thanks, Yace, for providing such a run. Thanks for just contributing. Yeah, the glorious trivia, the ties with Hellsinker.
Yeah, and good stuff.
One last part about Mahilo. Why I wouldn't recommend it to a first-time player? Because just when she doesn't shoot or uses blade, her speed is the max. But when she shoots, she's pretty slow, well, in comparison. So it can throw off just any Donpachi player or the Donpachi, like any traditional bullet hell player. While Khyh type is pretty much normal, just you have to get reused to, well, wide shot being the focus one, not vice versa.
Yeah.
So yeah, just try out all the characters. They are all really different, and yeah, Mahilo is something different. Just a little example of just how deep this game can be and just how different from the other shmups there is, and that's why Dojin shmups are just so fun and useful to check them out also as well. Yeah, thank you.
When you're playing, just
Maybe-
remember there is more than 2 characters, because new players who open up the game for the first time will never find the other 2 characters. You just have to keep hitting right and they show up eventually. And if you... What?
Hit right on that menu screen. Get those characters.
Yeah.
The
Oh
second
yeah.
thing
By the way,
is,
you have
pick-
to like enable Immortal if you want like in practice, and you have to enable Mortal intersecting if you want a 1cc mode.
Gotcha.
yeah, and pick KHYH for if you're playing it for the first time, because it's the easiest character to get hang of.
Yeah,
And the
the
weirdest
one
thing
is
is,
covered.
Yeah.
and the other weird thing to remember is the wide shot is a slow one and the focus shot is a fast one, because that throws
Yes.
everybody off.
And I just want to say thank you again to SF and another great Shmup player who released really interesting Radio Zonde videos. And this guy is Shusama, so thank you, Shusama. You did pretty good stuff. And now I just want to see what it would be like if maybe Jammers would you beat the game using Gofen. So
Go for yeah. Yeah, just
so-
we take you on the bet here. All right.
I won't ask him to beat the game using Khyh. It will be too easy for him, but with Gofen, I'm pretty sure it would be a good challenge. And so,
Consider
Jammers,
yeah.
if you want
Jammers-
to be nice, so don't hesitate.
Yeah, James brought a really good work on popularizing Seiho series by publishing his lunatic runs of Banshiru and Shuzugyoku, and episode on Seiho is also being in the works. But yeah, we just hope that you see more of this game in the future, because it deserves just the justice. It's so deep. Just it has the secrets that's being uncovered right now. Just the cutting edge. Just the Shmup treasury. Check it out.
The Shmup
agree.
treasury. Like it's fucking epic sounding. All right, good stuff, guys. That was great to hear. I'm interested. It's always a good sign if I'm interested. Means you guys actually explained it good.
Nice.
And I might want to try it out, but I'm probably just gonna go speedrun instead because
Yeah, go ahead.
because
By the way,
fuck.
congratulations on your ultimate challenge in Ghosts and
God.
Demons.
Well-
Even if it's a STG weekly, it's so epic. It shatters the boundary of the universe. Aquas did it. Congratulations.
All right, well, yeah,
Congrats,
thanks. We'll save that for AGR or something like that. But yeah, so that'll do it for Radio Zonde, episode number 27. Thank everyone for watching, and we'll see you next time. Woo!
Bye.
Thanks, everybody. See ya.
Bye.
The fucking cat.
Yeah.
The cat wanted to say bye too.
Yep.
Oh, video was
Sweet,
not
my
gone,
cat.
Wolfren. Video was not gone because on my tablet it did not stop. I
Alright.
did the episode on the tablet the whole time, and I want to say it showed great. Honestly, I'm really
good.
satisfied with the episode, and just